After last week's great machete whack-off, let's slow it down a bit and discuss our feelings of inadequacy. Yeah, that's right. For instance, when you scroll through your social media everyday carry porn, where everyone is a sharpshooter, trains like a warrior bro, and arranges and stages their pristine bushcraft lifestyle better than a disorganized mess like yourself ever could. A world in which you're not taken seriously unless strapped with your Glock and its Etsy-crafted carbon fiber Kydex sheath brought along for a battle against resolving DNS errors. So if HEAdesigns calls their elegant yet compact new pocket and fidget-friendly knife the Hunter, you shouldn't have a damn problem with it. And if you do, I'll rat you out and tell everyone your Raptor's never even seen a dirt road. Oh yeah, that's microwave leftovers of pork tenderloin and bloomin' onion, so Instagram that, assholes. However, it's not ketchup, it's the blood of my fallen foes. So the Hunter is a new for 2019 design by HEAdesigns, as I'm sure you've become aware from your social media feeds. The Hunter comes in a few warrior colors with a 154 cm blade steel and retails for about $200 to $220, which is a lower price point than their other knives and combs. But before we go any further, let's look at the dimensions of this smooth front flipper, like the overall length and weight. So you follow any good hashtags on Instagram? I don't. They're all terrible. Blade size and cutting edge. I mean, I follow them, but, not any good ones. There's one the algorithm suggests that I'd be into called hashtag chest rig. Handle size, grip area. I'm sure you're picturing human versions of supplements with Kevlar vests holding something with a suppressor. Spine thickness and handle thickness. Or maybe a hashtag chest rig is a new hot sex toy.
Honestly, I'm really impressed with the incredible vein details.
Tallness is... nah. Hashtag chest rig is just a bunch of bored people standing around with Molly-compatible fanny packs on their chest. First, the blade. So you don't have to choose. It sports a half and half, bead-blasted, satin-finished blade made from 154 cm steel. And I swear to Lynn, if you don't have anything nice to say about 154 cm, keep it to yourself. I'm watching you. I know it's tempting. 154 cm is, of course, that steel found in a lot of base Benchmades that everyone was happy with for a long time until the influencers and the marketing teams had their way. The blade is a clip point style, and if it doesn't seem like it in the video, it comes to an almost needle point. The pointiest of the clips. Yeah, so you can knit with it. Perfect for piercing the tips of your fingers as you fidget with it throughout the day, and also open packages. Now, as you know, I'm a dude that normally carries a blade longer than 3 inches normally, but this ain't bad. It's quite in line with something like the Spyderco Para 3. However, if you find yourself liking bigger knives, and the Para 3, Rat 2, Mini Griptilian, and Delica are too small, then this will not be the knife that converts you. The handle and lockup. The handle is made from 2 parts. The lock side is made from titanium, and the not lock side, as knife people say, comes in different delicious flavors of G10 or carbon fiber option. I like the handle scheme in knives because it, keeps the weight down and apparently confuses some people as to why a knife maker would even do this. Maybe because they haven't stopped just to think for half a second, or maybe it's virtue signaling to all the people who like heavy knives. I talk shit about my Sabenza 21, or is it a 25? I don't know. But I purposely bought the Knife Art edition because it was the only large Sabenza under 4 ounces, and I knew it would look amazing on Instagram. The lockup side has a steel insert where the frame lock kisses the tang, and in theory, this insert is replaceable, although I've yet to see any that need replacing on my knives. Deployment is smooth and crisp with the front flipper. Front flippers require a little more practice to get right. For friends and loved ones, that means flick clicks all fucking day. The good news is when someone decides they can't take any more of the damn clicks, all they have to do is ask to borrow your knife for just a second. Front flippers, at least for me, are usually not a quick deploy right out of the pocket. I'm sure there's some jerk out there that's going to link a video where somebody does it super fast, but,
That's what the Emerson Wave is for, bro.
Although I wouldn't want to spoil the secret that when most of the internet knife community removes a tactical knife from their pocket, it's usually to attack a new box of diapers or a bag of chips. So you could deploy this with a rectangular hole too, but that's a little less easy to do because of the strong detent. I found it's better if you do it this way to use both fingers because it, helps it and your finger won't slip. It isn't impossible because nothing's impossible if you put your mind to it, but I don't know why you'd want to deploy it that way. It's not a hard-use jungle knife, it's a nice, light-duty pocket companion for the office. Also, detent is strong enough that you can't fling it open downward. Now the handle's fairly comfortable, and since the grip tapers as it nears the butt, it doesn't make the handle seem quite as compact as it is. For example, if you have a knife like the Para 3, which sort of forces your hand into the grip area, and since this one doesn't have that groove, it doesn't force your hand to do anything it doesn't want to do. Pocket clip, it ain't deep carry, and about 8/10 of an inch lets everyone know you're carrying a knife. Quick shout out to Deep Carry Only fan RN 1371 on the grams. Oh, and also the Rev DR, the Rev Doctor, the Reverend Doctor. You know, I never asked him. For saying my pants don't have the appropriate amount of knife wear, you'll be looking forward to his comment below. You'll notice this clip is smooth and easy and gentle on the pants. In fact, I'll bet it wouldn't even put a run in your silk evening robe if you used it there. Retention's good and a decent amount of springiness to the clip. All in all, I like it, except it isn't deep carry, which, you know, of course ruins the whole damn knife. Comparisons. HEAdesigns makes a few unique knives that are all pretty bitchin' looking. Now, when I say unique, that means some people don't like the looks, and others do, which is great because knife people love to argue. The Hunter isn't a design that I've seen more people who don't like the other designs say they like, and I like that. However, I've been drinking the poison since I first saw the Kool-Aid. Sorry, strike that, reverse it. I can't afford to collect them all like a normal person with bad spending habits would, but one day I'd like to hit rock bottom so I could be in that position. So here it is, you know, next to the poison. Still my favorite HEAdesigns knife, the poison of course. The frame lock on this one is much stiffer, and this regular flipper here requires less practice to get them rocketing out than say a front flipper. And by practice I mean like, 30 seconds. The blade on the Hunter though is more useful in its shape, and it isn't a compound grind with a secondary edge. I've always thought that compound grinds with multiple edges are more for looks than use, but apparently it's the big thing. Now the Para 3. I won't lie, I'm a big fan of the compression lock. That and the axis locks are my favorite. However, the handle has that curve and may restrict the larger, more tactical hands among us. Alright, one more. The HX Outdoors, kinda knockoff of some other knife I reviewed a while back. I don't know what the knockoff is of, who cares. It's titanium, carbon fiber too, very light. Probably the nicest HX Outdoors I've owned. I think I got it from GearBest. It's light, it's a ball bearing flipper, so pew pew. If you've never heard of HX Outdoors, you may be a newer subscriber, but that's okay, you aren't missing anything. Alright, let's wrap it up as we take a look at these detail-packed macros. It's simple, but complex, which makes sense to me, but maybe not people who can better articulate their thoughts into words and sentences. The Hunter is an extremely well-built knife. It's smooth, blade centering was spot on. I don't own any other front flippers, but I like this one. It's comfortable in the hand with no hot spots. I really haven't done a whole lot of hard use on it, so, maybe someone has a different opinion. I had that Broas Razorback though for a while, and it was uncomfortable to fidget with because of the pointy back. The way you flip the Hunter and just the amount of tapering that's there, it doesn't suffer from the fidget owies, which is a real ailment in everyday carry Americans. Most of my knife collection is in storage right now, so I've been using this one as my main everyday carry for about a month. So when it started struggling on the cardboard, it was time to hit the sharp maker, which took about 10 minutes to get whipped back into shape. So thanks to Sam at HEAdesigns for donating this knife to the channel. Make sure you sign up over at HEAdesigns for their mailing list, which lets you know when special editions come out or new designs. He doesn't release a whole lot of knives, but he spends a lot of time designing them. It's not spammy, and I rarely get emails from him. So give the video a thumbs up as long as it's not worn out from the front flipping of the Hunter. I mean, it shouldn't be because of that easy on the fingers chamfering. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, follow me on Instagram. You could always sign up for Patreon and give me $1 or $2 to support these sorts of videos. Thanks for watching.